Imię Tom Bombadil. Zdolności Tom Bombadil. Płeć Tom Bombadil. Rasa Tom Bombadil. Rodzice Tom Bombadil. Grupa krwi Tom Bombadil. Opinie na stanie Kosowa Tom Bombadil. Dzieci Tom Bombadil.
Tell Thorin that I love him. Will you do that? Will you tell my son that I loved him? You will tell him yourself!
It isn't too late.